Hello, good morning, guys. It's me, Felix. Now I'm gonna tell you about my presentation regarding my project, my last project actually. It's all about 3D animation. So, in this section of the presentation, I will tell you what is 3D animation and what did I learn about it until I can create short movie videos about 3D movie animation actually. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing I want you to know is about what is 3D animation. 3D animation is one of the animation technique that can allow you to make an object in three direction or three dimension, which call it in XYZ. This direction means X for left and right, Y for up and down, and Z for forward and backward. So you can choose what direction you want if you want to create an object or maybe an animation in 3D. And this animation can allow the audience to see the video or character from three perspectives. Of course, like I said to you before, we will be given by three direction in 3D animation. Okay, next is why. Why we have to know about 3D animation and why we have to learn about it. Because nowadays, almost all of the production houses using 3D software, even for creating a 2D animation actually. So if you can operate the system or the software, it can be possible to get a job easier. Like I said to you before, 3D software can be used for a lot of projects. Even to make a 2D software, 2D animation here, and CG effect for a movie. Some of you that has been watched a movie lots must be know about this effect. CG effect is very helpful when you creating a movie or even a simple video that can you make in After Effects or maybe Premiere Pro software. Alright, let's get next is where. Where can you learn and use this 3D animation? Actually, there's a lot of online tutorial if you want to learn about it that you can see from website and streaming browser actually. So for me, I have been working with 3D animation and I'm learning it for around 2 months or maybe 3 months using this software, and I'm learning it from YouTube. So why I learned it from YouTube? The first reason is because it's free and the tutorial that the creator give to us it's complete actually. So sometimes they give you a step-by-step tutorial and also they give you a project file to create it. Alright, so the next things, and mostly all of the digital industry right now is using a 3D software to create something new, like a sample of prototype, creating a special effect and making a 3D animation actually. Alright, the next one is the project that I made for this last exam. It's called Spooky Animation, made by Blender software and of course by myself only. The Spooky Animation is one of the simple animation, not a short animation. It's a simple animation that I made for my portfolio. In this video I made, actually there will be a lot of building and a lot of character in there, but basically it's just a one building that I duplicate until it makes a shape that I want. And also the character, I made two character here and rigging by myself. What is rigging? Actually we can talk about it in the next slide. Alright, here's the part of the 3D character that I made. So the first thing before you want to make a video, you need a model. and you need a place to create a model. So we use a software called Blender here. I use a software called Blender here. So before we start to make a video, we need to make our model first. Model can be mean as a house, character, animal, and other things that you want. Because model doesn't mean a character only, so you can create your house as your model, a car as your model, and any kind of things that you can make. So you need to make it first before you start making a video actually. Okay, the next one, after you create a character, you have to rig the character. What is rig? Rig actually you placing a bone in the character so you can move the character as you want. So rigging is one of the techniques that animator use to set the character movement. So with this technique you can adjust what your character want to do. So if you want to move your character hand, your character movement like walking, running, and jumping, you can also adjust in there. It's not that easy like I said. It needs a lot of time to learn about rigging. So you can learn it step by step by watching some tutorial and reading some Blender books maybe. So you can but don't worry, you can find it anywhere in browser. You just need to go to searching in Google or YouTube. You will see a lot of video tutorial explaining about rigging, so don't be worried. Okay, so the next one is camera. The camera movement and position is one of the important aspects if you want to create a video. You have to take care about your camera because the angle of camera is really give you a beautiful and powerful effect in your video actually. So for the camera movement, I'll give you an example. If we in real life, if we hold the camera like this by our hand, it will be shaking. It's same process like in the software actually. If you are not good enough to operate the camera, your camera will not shoot the character perfectly or smoothly when it moves actually. There's a lot of tips and tricks that you will found if you watching some tutorial in any media that you want. So I cannot explain all of it in here because the duration also. So maybe in the last slide I will give you an example about it. Alright, the next one is lighting. Lighting is the last one that I want to tell about 3D animation. This is one of the important aspect actually, because if you don't have any lighting in your video, your character cannot be seen by other people actually. So lighting can makes your character more interesting or makes your character getting more worse or bad in any situation. So in this section I will explain it in a simple way. In 3D software we work like we're in studio. So we need a camera, we need a lighting, so you need to place your lighting in the right place, and you need to adjust the point of the light, which where is the light should lighten your character, which part of your character will be shown by light. So you have to take care about a simple aspect like the point of interest from the light and where the light must be placed and how many lights you will add in your videos actually. Alright, the next one is rendering. After all of the things that I explained to you is already set in your composition, so you have to set about the rendering option. Alright, like in my slide said, before the output of the videos comes up, you can go to the render setting first and adjust the format of the output. Yes, adjust the format of the output, because the output can be an image or in a video. So you have to make sure that you click on video if you want the output is come a video, and you also can make it an image if you want. You can set it, you can do a setting by yourself in the render option actually. Alright, so the last one, this is my final videos. You can watch it here. Alright guys, I think that's all about my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope you know what I explained to you right now. And thank you so much. I think that's all, and bye bye.